Alright guys, so Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LVBC. If you like this video, please feel free to like the video. And if you want to, I invite you to subscribe to the page as well. Always by choice, never by force. So I wanted to, do a hip hop review. As you know, I'm a hip hop head, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I was brought up on East Coast rap majority, and but I still, dibbled and dabbled in other genres. Like for example, down south, you can't tell me that there's a better MC than Scarface. You know what I mean? I'll argue until I'm dry at the throat with that. When it comes to the West Coast, don't get it twisted. I have so many West Coast, icons that I listen to and that I keep in my rotation for sure. Now, what are the East Coast group that I want to talk about and the individual that I want to do the review on is the Locks. And for those of you guys who don't know, the Locks were originally signed to Bad Boy Records, and they were on, I think, the All About the Benjamins remix, and they were looked set to take off, but for whatever reason it didn't work out. They left. They went to Rough Riders, and the Locks consist of Sheep Luch, Jadakiss, Styles P, and at one time or another, a up and coming guy who was more of a freestyle rapper more than anything else, and didn't really know how to make songs. His name was J Hood, and he really was just a mixtape rapper. He couldn't make songs, no disrespect, to him. So, Jadakiss, I always thought he was the second best of the Locks. I always put Styles P above Jadakiss. That's just my personal opinion. I always thought that Styles P had, his style was more, I want to say, soulful. His style was more deep. His style of rap, Styles P, was more esoteric, so to say. You know what I mean? And so that's why I resonated more with Styles P, But Jadakiss, of course, he had a style where he can make songs and he can hit you with them lines that would make you think about things. Like you'd be like, dang, he goes in, you know what I mean? And so with that being said, Jadakiss has now came out with his new album, and the new album is called, I want to say, Ignatius. And I listened to this album, I listened to it, one time through, and maybe I need to listen to it a little bit more closely, But he talks about, I guess you can say, evolution, and I get where he's coming from with this album, but at the same time, it's been getting a lot of good reviews. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people have been giving this album rave reviews because it's not the same Jadakiss that many people know of. It's not the same Jadakiss with the street talk, with the raspy flow. It's not the "we gonna make it" Jadakiss. And as I listened to this album, it felt like it was more like a love album. There wasn't really anything that jumped out on me that said, wow, this guy has not lost a beat. You know what I mean? Most of the stuff was very love oriented. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but what I'm saying is that for me, it wasn't organic. That's the main thing I have with it. It sounds like he kind of tried to force to rap like this, you know, and I guess you can say while there is substance in the album, you can kind of tell it was kind of forced, you know, from my perspective. You know, this is just my perspective of the album. Had he did what he's normally into doing, you know, I think it would have been good. I think it would have been a better product, personally. And, you know, he had some pretty good guest features. You know, he had Pusha T, he had Ty Dolla Signs, he had 2 Chainz, he had John Legend, he had Rick Ross, he have Nino Man, Dev Flow, Millies, and a couple of more. I mean, the song that I like is the one, Kisses to the Sky, and it kind of talks about, like, basically about spiritually having demons and things like that, and needing to be purified and what have you. And I think that song resonates with me more than any of the other songs, you know, because it seems like most of the songs he wrote on this were mostly like love songs, you know. Now, my favorite Jadakiss album is Kiss of Death, okay? Because in Kiss of Death, he still had the street stuff, but he still had that love element too. For example, that song he had with Mariah Carey. I think if he would have stuck with that formula, it would have been a way better product, you know, than this one. That song By Your Side, that's just another example. That song with Kanye West, Shorty Get It In With Me, same thing. I think if he would have stuck with that, it would have been better. But this album right here, it just sounds like he was trying so hard to make a love album instead of letting things go organic. That's when you know, from what I understand, that's when your best music comes out, when you're not forcing anything, you know. And I think that's what makes guys like Scarface, guys like AZ, guys like who else? I'm trying to think. But let's just say, for time's sake, guys like Scarface, guys like AZ, they don't force anything. It's just natural what they do. For example, Rick Ross. You know, I would say that Rick Ross, he's one of the guys who actually, you know, he actually forces it, but the way he forces it is, he forces it in such a way where he channels that force into, you know, into just outdoing his last effort. You know what I mean? Whether it be to talk about the streets, whether it be to talk about, you know, the love, whether anything like that. It's just that the way he knows how to use his energy. You know what I mean? And I think that Jadakiss with this one, the energy was misdirected. And, you know, the album has to do with one of his late best friends. But, you know, I'm not saying this is a bad album. I'm just saying that this is an album which I, may keep a couple of songs on the playlist, but it's not going to be a go-to album. You know, Porter Port of Miami 2 is a go-to album. The first Port of Miami is a go-to album. Victory Lap is a go-to album. Scarface The Fix is a go-to album. Like, these are like go-to albums, you know what I mean? But this Jadakiss doesn't cut the bar. So with that being said, I give this album 2.5 out of 4 stars. I'm gonna re-listen to it again to see if I can get anything else out of it that I didn't get the first time. But if you're a hardcore Jadakiss fan, just know that this is going to be a different look than you're usually seeing with Jadakiss. And if you're for that, then okay. But if you prefer the Jadakiss that just spits and knows how to spit on songs, then you may be disappointed. But anyhow, check this album out, listen to it all the way through, and if you feel that it's something you like, then let me know your opinions in the comment section. And if you feel that it's something you want to pass on, let me know that as well. And with that being said, Fula signing out, and I'll be back with the next one soon. Njara.